friends. In this lecture, we will discuss in brief about the approximate estimate. In last lecture, we have discussed about what is estimate, what are needs of estimate, what is role of estimator, and good qualities for being estimator. Myself, R.V. Jugdar, Assistant Professor, Civil Engineering Department, Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering. Now, we will discuss in brief about approximate estimate, which is also called as rough cost estimate or preliminary estimate. In this estimation of cost, it is done before construction execution from plans or architectural drawings of the project scheme, even when the detail or structural design has not been carried out, and it is rough estimate. It will give idea about what will be the cost of project, and which is very useful for administrative approval according to budget available. These estimates are used for obtaining administrative approval from the concerning authorities. Sometimes, on the basis of rough cost estimate, a proposal may be dropped altogether. Means it is very important to give the rough cost having the variation in between 5 to 10%. If it is having more variation, it may be dropped out because of higher cost. Method of preparation of preliminary or approximate construction cost estimation for studies of various aspects of work of project and its administrative approval is discussed. This estimate can decide in case of commercial projects whether the net income earned justifies the amount invested or not. The approximate estimate is prepared from practical knowledge and cost of similar type of works. The estimate is accompanied by a report duly explaining necessity and utility of the project and with a site or layout plan. A percentage of 5 to 10% is allowed for contingencies. Means in execution work there may be some unforeseen conditions like weathering conditions or shortage of material, shortage of labor. For that, 5 to 10% variation is acceptable. The methods of approximate construction estimate are as follows. First one is plinth area method. As name itself suggests, it is depending upon the area of construction. The second one is cubical content method, in which area as well as the height, third dimension, is also considered for calculation. And third one is unit based system, in which the unit of calculations are considered, such as number of beds, number of students, etc. We will discuss first about plinth area method. The cost of construction is determined by multiplying plinth area with plinth area rate. The area is obtained by multiplying simply length and breadth, that is outer dimension of building. In fixing the plinth area rate, careful observation and necessary inquiries are made in respect to quality and quantity aspect of materials and labor, type of foundation, height of building, roofing, woodwork, fixtures, number of stories, etc. The examples on plinth area method are like prepare approximate estimate of public building having plinth area equal to 1800 square meter, and the data given is suppose plinth area rate at rupees 3500 per square meter. The special architectural treatment required 3% of cost of construction of building. Water supply and sanitary installation is equal to 5% of cost of building. Electric installation is about 14% of cost of building. Fifth, other services 5% of cost of building. Sixth, contingencies, that is rise or fall of material cost and any other weathering conditions, that is 3% of overall cost. And supervision charges are up to 8% of overall cost. From above data, we can easily calculate the cost of construction by multiplying plinth area by its rate per square meter. Suppose the rate per square meter given is 3500 rupees and our plinth area is 1800, then the multiplication gives the total cost of 63 lakhs. Second thing, for special architectural treatment, the given percentage of cost is 3% of cost of building. That is 3% of 63 lakhs. The, it gives the cost of 1 lakh 89,000. Similarly, for water supply, 5% charges are keep aside. It will give amount of 3 lakh 15,000 rupees. For electric installation, 14% of the total amount of construction, that is 63 lakhs, it will give amount of 8 lakh 82,000. 5% for other services, it will give the cost of 3015, sorry, 3 lakh 15,000. And overall cost is calculated by adding all above cost, that is cost of construction, special architectural treatment, water supply, electric installation and other services, which will give the total cost or overall cost equal to 80 lakh 1000 rupees. Now the contingencies are 3% of overall cost. The contingencies are applicable for all above components, that is on services, electrification, water supply, because in any case for any type of work contingencies may arise. Therefore, it is considered for all above works, that is 3% of all overall cost. It will give 22 lakh 40,030 rupees. Supervision charges are on overall cost. It is 8% of overall cost and the amount is 6 lakh 40,080. The grand total of all these costs will give the total cost of project is 88 lakh 81,110. Similarly, in cubical content method, this is similar like plinth area method, but in this method the third dimension, that is height, is also considered. This method is generally used for multi-storied building. It is more accurate that the other two methods, viz plinth area method and unit based method. The cost of structure is calculated approximately as the total cubical contents volume of building multiplied by local cubicle rate, and the volume of building is obtained by multiplying its length, breadth and depth or height. The length and breadth are measured out of walls excluding the plinth offset. The cost of string course, cornice, corbelling, etc. are neglected. The cost of building is equal to volume of building into rate per unit volume. And third, method of approximate estimation is unit based method, or it is also called as service unit method. According to this method, the cost of structure is determined by multiplying the total number of units with unit rate of each item. In case of schools and colleges, the unit considered is the students. In case of hospital, the unit considered is bed. In case of other buildings like apartments, the unit considered is flats, and such units are taken for calculation. The unit rate is calculated by dividing the actual expenditure incurred or cost of similar building in the nearby locality by the number of units. Means for calculation of this base unit rate, we have to study first the similar type of a building in the same locality having same specification. Then and then only we can get idea about rate per unit, and that rate per unit we can directly implement to the number of units, and we will get the total cost. What is unit cost? Unit cost is worked out for the projects similar to the project under consideration carried out recently in a nearly the same site conditions. Unit cost means the cost of execution of a unit quantity of the work. To find rough cost of any project, this work average unit cost is multiplied with total quantity of the present work in the same units. For example, in case of a building, plinth area square feet of the proposed building is worked out, which is then multiplied by cost per unit area, that is rupees per square feet, or similar building actually constructed in the near past is nearly the same site conditions, same specification and same locality, to find out the rough cost estimate of the building, and from this cost we can get the cost per unit required. This cost is sometimes adjusted by the average percentage rise in the cost of material and wages. The rough cost estimate may be prepared on the following basis for different types of project. Cost per square feet of covered area, that is plinth area, is the most commonly adopted criterion for preparing rough cost estimate. For most of the residential buildings, it is adopted. And second, for public buildings, cost per person, cost per capita is used. For example, for student hostel, the cost per student; for hospital, cost per bed; for hotel, cost per guest or cost per table. What is rough cost estimate? The cost per cubic feet is particularly suitable for commercial offices, shopping centers, factory buildings, etc. For water tank reservoir, cost may be worked out on the basis of capacity of gallons and water stored. For that, the cubical content method is best suitable method. For stretch of road, it is calculated by single dimension. It is in miles or kilometers. For street, it is in 100 feet or meters or kilometers. For bridges, it can be calculated by measuring the dimension or number of clear spans available. One of the example for approximate estimate or rough cost estimate. The data given for example solving is calculate the total rough cost estimate and cost per flat for the multi-story building, 4-storied block consisting of 40 residential flats. Other details are given as, that is, portion having number of floors, number of flats, parking areas, circulation area, covered shopping areas, attached servant quarters, their areas, the unit cost for building works, sanitary works, electric services, and gas services. From this data, it is easy to calculate as we have calculated in first problem. And in addition to above cost, the sum of costs for big projects for road walkways, that is 15 lakhs, landscaping 12 lakhs, external sewerages 7 lakhs, external water supply overhead and underground water tanks with pumping machinery for each set of flats 19 lakhs, external electricity 3 lakhs, boundary wall 6 lakhs, miscellaneous unforeseen items 8 lakhs, add 6% development charges and 3% consultancy charges. From the above data given, we can easily calculate by multiplying the given values. In other type of examples for rough cost estimate, the data given is area of plinth of building, its cost per square feet or square meter, the extra special architectural treatment as given in previous problem, extra for water supply, internal installations, electric and gas services, contingency charges, supervision charges, design charges, and overall consultancy charges. Now, by using all the data, we can easily calculate by simple multiplication and addition of all these costs, and we can get the cost required for completion of project for administrative approval. Now we will discuss about detailed estimate, which is most important topic for engineering, because for completion of any project the detailed estimate is necessary. Without detailed estimate we cannot complete project smoothly, because it will give each and every idea about quantity of material required, at which stage how much quantity is required, and other things. The detailed estimate are prepared by carefully and separately calculating in detail the cost of various items of the work that constitutes the whole project from the detailed working drawings after the design has been finalized. The mistake, if any, in a rough cost estimate are eliminated in the detailed estimate. The detailed estimates are submitted to the competent authorities for obtaining technical sanction. The detailed estimate is whole project is subdivided into different items of work or activities. The quantity for each item is then calculated separately from the drawings as accurately as possible. The procedure is known as taking out of quantities, which is also called as measuring the quantities, and for that we are using measurement sheets. The quantities for each item may be estimated and shown in the pattern which is called as bill of quantities, which is generally called as BOQ, and for that we are using the sheet called as abstract sheet, in which the all quantities worked out are multiplied by rates of material and labor. The unit in which each item of work is to be calculated should be according to the prevailing practice as followed in various departments of country. This is pattern for bill of quantities or measurement sheet, in which first column gives serial number, second description of item, third number of items present, next measurements, that is length, breadth, height, last one is quantity, total quantity, and remarks. And this format shows priced bill of quantities are also called as abstract sheet, in which the columns are serial number, description of item, unit, quantity, rate of item, cost, and remarks. Now, from above all things, it is clear that the estimation is more important for administrative approval as well as technical sanction. In next lecture, we will discuss detail in detail about detailed estimate. Thank you.